to a wider range of users, including individuals and small businesses who may not have the resources expertise to build app using traditional methods. So there are endless number of apps that you can build using no code platforms. Example, e-commerce, education, social networking, etc. There are some limitations. No code application development has many benefits, but it also has some limitation that users should be aware of. Some of the main limitations of no code app development includes limited customization. While no code platforms offer a wide range of pre-built components and integrations, they may not allow users to customize their app as extensively as they could if they were writing their own code. Performance limitation. It may not perform as well as app built using traditional development methods, as they may have not optimized for performance in the same way. Limited scalability. It may not be appropriate for developing apps that must expand to very big user base, since they may be unable to handle the additional load and demands. Complexity limitations. It may not be suitable for building very complex or sophisticated apps, as they may not offer the same level of flexibility and control as the traditional development offers. So these are some of the most popular tools to develop an application without writing a single line of codes. These are Adalo, AppSeed by Google, Stacker, Bravo, Backendlets, etc. In this session, we will cover Adalo, which is one of the popular platforms. It has a pre-built components and it integrates with popular services like Google Maps, Mailchimp, etc. It also has features like user authentication, data storage and management, and real-time updates. Now, let's start by creating an account in Adalo and start exploring this incredible tool. All the student can just follow this link and start creating application without writing code. So you just have to head over this link. You can find this link in the chat also, and you have to click on the sign up. I already have account, so I will not create again. I will just click on login, and when you will start for the first time, you you will see something like this, and from here you have to select this native mobile app and click on next. From here you can select various templates available here, but I will just go with the blank one and click on next. I will just name my app, okay, example, and I will just create. You can also select the primary and secondary color of your application, which decides this theme, the primary and the secondary color. So this is what you will see when you create an application. So here are some tools. Let's say this add icon. This add icon will let you add components. So there are various components like text, button, simple list, app bar, and there are also some navigation tools like app bar and bottom navigation bars. You can see there are list, grid view, scrollable, and many more. So now if you will go to this branding section, you can see you can set the colors, okay, and also select the font. Okay, let's say I will change this color, my primary color, and you can see the primary color of my app is also changing. Okay, now there is this screen section. From there you can see all the about all your screens, and also you can add additional screens by clicking on this add screen, and then you will see some options like which type of screen you want to add. After that there is this database thing. Here you will manage all your data. Okay, let's say initially we have this login and sign up, and we have this user database that will record all the users data. You can also create a new collection by simply writing any name like products. So this will create a new collection here. So after that there is this setting. Here you can change the name of your application. You can add some description about your application. Also you can add a app icon, but make sure to add only image that the size of that image is 1024 px into 1024. And you can also add some integrations, and you can delete and copy that application. And finally, there is this publish function. When you will upgrade this Adalo, then you will be able to upload your application to App Store and Android App Store also. Yeah, you can see the analytic of your users from this analytics section. And this is the version history. Uh, you can check all the versions of your application here. It will save last 10 version of your app. So this was the whole overview. And at last, there is this preview section from where you can run your application. And also you can change your device from clicking this drop down. And finally, if you want to share this application to your friend, you can click on this share, and simply you can share this link to your friend, and they can also scan by scanning this QR code. So this was all overview of this Adalo tool. Now Apurva will take over and tell you how we can develop application with this. So over to you, Apurva.
Thank you, Harsh. Now I'll show you how to develop the application. Let me share my screen. All right, this is the application that we will be building. It is called a mesmerizing places application. So what it does is it creates a database for location where we store the locations like the famous places, Qutub Minar or Taj Mahal or any places. And even users can add some places if they know of some beautiful places to visit. So they can add to it, and the database will be updated. It also has the authentication portion. So that will be also in another database creation. So let's start up. We'll go to create new app, and you can also follow along if you want, and the recording will be available. So if you miss something, there's no issue. We'll go blank. You can also see there are many templates, like so that you don't have to start from scratch. We'll go with blank, and let's say we call it mesmerizing places. There we go. Let's click on create. As you can see, the sign up and login page is already created along with the home page. Now you notice that there is a different type of icon associated with the sign up. This page indicates like it's a welcoming screen. The first screen that will be shown when somebody previews the application or opens up the application. So we'll add some more screens. Let me just go a little left, and we'll click on plus, go to add screen, and we'll go to intro. We will add an onboarding and a welcoming screen. So first, let's start with the onboarding part, and I'll call it onboarding. Create screen. Now, over here, welcome is written, so we'll just place it over here, and we'll delete this part. Also, you can replace the images. Like I want to replace this image with something I have saved, so I'll go to choose image, and then I'll click an image. It will be replaced there. So I have changed the image to this, and now we'll do one thing. We'll remove this rectangle portions, as I don't want rectangle 5 and rectangle 10. So I'll delete. Then we'll get here. Again, I'll select rectangle 10, click on the three dots and delete. There we go. Now I want to customize this start button to have a rounded shape. So what I'll do is I'll go to button, then I'll go to rounding, and I'll increase the rounding to the max. As you can see, now it's rounded up. There. Now we'll shift it to the right hand side, and we'll also increase this page length like this. What I'll do is I'll add another component to it. I'll add a rectangle. So I'll go to components, I'll search for rectangle and drop it here. Now this seems pretty much like a Figma prototype, but there's a quite a lot of difference, which makes it more efficient. So what it does is, like in Figma, you only design the UI part. In over here, you can do the backend as well as a front end, and it does not create the UI, but it creates the whole application itself. So now since the I want to change the color theme of my application, so what I'll go to branding. Now for color palettes, I prefer this website called Color Hunt. There's also another called Coolers. The link will be available in the chat box. For now, I have selected this palette. So what I'll do, I'll copy the hex code, go to primary code, and change here. Again, I'll copy the hex code, go to secondary color, and change here. Same with the other colors. As you can see, the colors are changing in my application as well as we go along. So that will be all. All the colors have been set, and I want this box to be in a light blue color. So what I can do is I can customize the color separately as well. Like the whole application can go one way, and I can change this as well. Now I'll do some rounding. Let's say 28, and we'll extend this part there. Okay, now we'll add another component to this. We'll add a text field. So I have already saved something to be written here, so I'll copy that and paste it in the text field. There. Paste it. Now, if I want to customize the color of my text, so what I can do, and the formatting as well. So what I'll do is click this palette, then I'll go to this and select as bold. I want the size to be somewhat 26, big, too big, so we'll go 23 or maybe 22. 22 works. So that's done. And I'll center align this. I also want to change this color, so I'll go to button and button color. There we go. Welcoming screen is pretty much done. We need to change this color as well. Now, as you can see, the status bar over here is white color and over here is black color. So what I'll do, I'll click on onboarding, go to the edit styles part, and white text. Status bar has been changed. Not visible right now, but will be visible. Otherwise, I'll just let it be as black so that you can see. There. That's done. So, and since we want this to be our first screen, so we'll click in the pencil and we'll go to normal screen and change this to the welcome screen. Now you see the logo has appeared over here. This will be the first screen that will be visible to the users. Now onboarding is done. Let me zoom out and place it over here. Okay, a little bit more. There. Now from onboarding, I want to navigate to, let's say, to the home screen. So I need to add up another screen. We'll add another screen from here. And since I wanted an intro screen, I'll go to welcome screen. I'll call it welcome page screen. And I need to zoom out again. Okay, 1 second. There we go. So we want this button to be associated with welcome screen. Like on click, it should navigate to over here. So we'll go to button. You can see click actions. There is no action. So we'll add action. We'll link it with our welcome screen. Now what will happen is, like when we'll click on the start button, it will navigate us to the welcome screen. I want this image to be replaced, so I'll replace it with this. And I will click this all and move it downwards. There. Since the name of our application is Mesmerizing Places, so we'll change it here as well. No-code development is quite easy, and like if you're not much proficient into coding yet or in the traditional way of Android development, then this is something you can go for creating some simple applications. Okay, so let's just format it a bit. That's done. Now I want the sign up button to navigate us to, let's first allow us rounding. Now I wanted to navigate us to the sign up page. So I'll add action, link it with our sign up page. So whenever sign up button will be clicked, it will navigate to the sign up page. Already have an account should go to login page. So we'll link it with the login page. Now let me move the login page over here. There. So this is done. Now the users database. I wanted to have some more input. So I'll go to database. You can see the users is already there. So it takes the email, password, username, and full name. Okay. So I'll have to add another property. Let's say it's not being visible. So we'll cancel this part, and let's say I want to add another property like can be anything like preferred name, and we call it save. So it will be updated over here. We say users. Sign the user up. So it will sign the user up whenever uh, somebody will click on sign up. Then we'll go to already have an account, has the login page. That is done. Now let's first have a preview of how this is working. Onboarding screen. Then we click on start. We go to the welcome page. Then we go to sign up page. And I'll write here like test@gmail.com. It will verify if you're typing it like @gmail.com. If you miss that part, it won't let you in. And full name, let's say we call it ABC itself. And sign up. Okay, our home screen is quite blank right now, so it won't show anything. But the database will be updated. See, there's one record, and we can remove this preferred name part. It was just to show. There. We have the password, which is hidden. Then we have the full name and the ID. Username, I can add up like something, let's say we type ASD and we save it. It will be updated in the record. There. ID is 1 since we have only created one user. Now let's start with the home screen modification. So I want to add a navigation bar, bottom nav bar. So I'll go to add components, navigation. There's bottom nav bar, and I have added that. Now active bar, active tab is first tab, so it's in pink color. Others are in gray color. Now we don't want the third tab, and we don't need the fifth tab, so I switch them off. We need the home, profile, and search. So that's done, and now we will add another component which is for the images. So we'll go add component. This is something I have installed. There are plenty of like plugins that you can install. So I have installed an image slider. It shows like a slideshow of the images that we will update in the database. And then we can add another component. to have a card list view. So we'll go to list and card list and place it over here. Now, since you can see it's overlapping, so what we'll do is we'll go here, arrange it, and send it to the back. Now it won't overlap with something else. Okay, that's done. And okay, now we want to modify this part. So what we'll do is we'll switch off the subtitle part. We don't want to show that here, and the body as well. That will be all. And we will modify this card list by giving it some roundings. So we'll go to card styles and provide it with a rounding of 20. Okay. All right. Now what we want to do is we have to create another database for the location. So we'll create another database for locations. And we'll add the properties. Name has been added. We'll add one image property. Click save. We'll add another property, text, and we'll call this up description. So this is another database that has been created. 0 records for now. Now what image should be displayed over here? So we'll select locations. It will show the images from location. And over here as well, what is this list of? So we'll select locations. Now what I need is to put some records in the database. So I'll go in the add location. Let's say first we go for Elephanta Caves. We will add one of the one data from our application as well. Right. That's added. Now I'll add some info as well. Since it's the Elephanta Caves, I have some information saved. There we go. Let's save this. Wait, we got one entry. Now we'll add another. Let's say Qutub Minar. Choose an image. And now we need to add data. So I'll just copy and paste and save. Another data. I'll add another. And that will be let's say Gateway of India. Let's choose an image and a description. Copy and paste. For now, 3 data are there. So that will be all for now. And let's preview. See, the database has been showing over here as well. Scrollable. And over here as well. All right. Now let's create other screens. So we go for add screen. And we create another screen for the search. So we'll create a list and we'll go for simple list. We'll call this as search. Create screen. There's the search. All right. Now what we need over here is we don't need the few things we need the title part, but we don't need the subtitle. So we'll remove it. We don't need the list header. We'll remove that also. Now we need a list search. So we'll enable this part. Now what does it want to search? So we'll go to add magic text. And we want it to search for locations. So it can't search right now. So what we'll do is we need to connect it with the application. Since it has no link, it does not have any link with the database as well. So we'll come over here, move it upward, and we'll add another nav bar to it. Navigation, bottom nav bar. And we'll move this button upward. Okay. Same thing, we'll switch the active tab to second tab. We'll switch off the third and the fifth. Now from here, we'll connect the search tab, second tab, with our screen. So our screen is search. Now it has a link between it. Same we'll do with the home. We'll link it back to the home screen. It goes both ways. Okay. Now it might have the list. There we go. Locations. So it will display the location's name and their images, and we can search from here as well, whichever location we want to know about. So that's done. Now we'll create a profile and a add database. So add screen we'll add first. We'll click a form. We want it to be called as form, or let's say location add. Create screen. So location add is created. Now we need to link it as well. So we'll click on the plus icon, add action, link it with our location add. There we go. Now, since you can see the button is quite not like the text over there is not visible. So what we'll do is we'll come to the form. All right, first we'll have to select the locations. Now we'll get the submit button. So I'll remove this part and write it create. I want to edit the style. So I want to change the color to, let's say, pink, and fill text to beige. Okay, now that's visible, and we'll add some rounding as well. That's done. Now, location add will update the database, like whatever information we add over here, it will be added back. So that's done, and we have an icon over here. So we'll make that icon as well workable. So let's see. Icon navigates back. And that's working. Okay, left action. So left action is already added there. Click actions will link us back to the starting page, like the search page. All right, that is done. Now we'll add another screen for the profile. I think the final screen will be that. We'll add a blank screen called profile. Yeah. Now we want to add an app bar to it. App bar. And we want to change the screen title. So we'll go to title and we'll call it profile. It will show us the user's information, whatever username or any information that he has. So profile is done. Now we have to add a navigation bar to it as well. So we'll add component. We'll click here, place it over here, and now our tab will be fourth tab. That will be active. Third tab, we don't need it, so we'll switch off. Fifth tab as well, we'll disable, and there we go. Now we need to link it as well with all the other pages. So let me zoom out a bit. Profile. So fourth tab, we need to link it with profile page. That's a link. Same here. We'll have to fourth tab, add action, link with our profile page. Over here, we need to link back. So we'll go to first and we'll link it with home. And let's say I want to change the transition. I wanted to slide left. So I change the transition. And for the fourth tab is fine. Second tab, we'll add link with our search screen. So again, I'll change it to slide left. Similarly, I can change for over here as well. We'll change it to slide right. Any other tabs? Fourth tab is done to slide right. Yes. And there's first tab as well. So first tab will be slide left since it's at the left side. There you go. All right. So profile we want to show the user information. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll add some rectangles. We'll make a custom type of thing. So we'll add rectangles. We'll change the color to dark blue and decrease the size. Yeah. Now I'll control C and paste it over here as in control V. few times. Let's say 4. And I'll just place them here. And there we go. Now I'll add some rounding to it. Let's say 6 or maybe max. We can go with max 36. So maximum roundings. Added to all. Now we want to add text field over here. So what we'll do is we'll go to again plus icon, add component. Here's the text. I'll place it over here and put it inside the box. Remove this part, click on this add magic text. Logged in user, you want the email to display or the full name. Let's go with the full name first. Now you can see the text is quite not visible over here. So we'll change the size to 20. Also, we'll change the color to beige. Now it's visible. And that's, let's make it bold. That works. All right, now what I'll do is I'll copy this, paste 3 times, and then I'll just paste them over here. Easy. Now we'll delete this part. We'll add a magic text and we'll show the email over here. Then again, I'll delete this part, add magic text and go to username. Similarly over here, we want to display the ID, so we'll go to logged in user and display the ID. All right, that's done. Now I want to change the status bar color over here. So go to edit styles, go here and white text. Let's see how it's going. And we'll go here as well and we'll change it to white text. Pretty much our application is complete. That was pretty quick. I mean, according to if we go to the conventional way of coding, this is much easier and less time consuming. So let's preview. All right, this is the home screen. Search screen. You can see over here it's available. Now I can search. If I look into, like, I type Q, it will show me webinar. That's done. And profile will show my information. Okay. We can add another text field over here, as people won't know what it is. So we'll add make some changes, and also we'll add another screen that will show the description of our database that we added up. So we'll do that. First, let's try this plus feature to add up to the database. So let's say I want to add India Gate to the application. And I want to choose photo. So here's this thing that it allows only a particular type, like a JPG type of photo, to be inserted inside, or a PNG. But it won't accept like JF, or any other formats. It will say invalid photo format. Now description. So we'll add the description as well. I'll paste it there. And let's create. See, India Gate has been added up, and it will show in our database as well. Database with 4 records. All right, now we'll add just one more screen. We'll add information screen, and let's say we'll add the first one. We'll call it location info. Great screen. Now what happens is, like, I don't want this button, so first let's delete this part. Now if I want to change this part to let's say description of our database, that whatever we have added up. So if I click right now at add magic text, it won't show me the database for the locations. It will show count only, which is not something we want. So why is this so? Because we have not linked it with any of the screen. It is not connected with our database for now. So we'll do that. We'll connect it with our screens. Let me zoom out a bit. And let's connect it with this. So whenever one clicks on a picture, it will be navigated to location info. And let's say a transition, let's say it be float left, and we say done. Now it will have the database information, like I can click here, image source, database, and now current location, new property. Then we have our location info over here, title. So we'll go to remove this part, and we'll go to location info, name. Okay. So why is it showing as new property? Because we didn't give a name to this. So what we can do is we can edit over here. We can call this image, just in case anyone was having that doubt. So now it will show current location image. Right. Now over here we want to show description. So we'll go here, current location and description. Now let's see if the color is fine. All right, let's change the font size to 18. That is done. Now let's have a quick run through of the application if it's working fine. Okay, we have to add over here some text field as well, right? So what we'll do is we'll add component, we'll add a text, let us small text over here. All right, and we'll call it as full name so that user knows that it's showing their full name, whatever they have added. And we'll place it a little bit down. Okay, and then I'll control C and paste a few times. There. Over here, we'll change it to ID. Here, we'll have it username. There we go. And over here, we'll have it as email. All right. Now let's test our application if it's working fine or not. So let's preview. Let's start from the start. Log out and restart the preview. This is the onboarding screen. We'll click on start. Since I already have an account, I'll go to already have an account and we'll change it to test@gmail.com and it's a password, then login. There we go. And now we have our home screen. It's slideshow preview. Then the information. Now what happens is, like, if I click this picture, it will show the description. Similarly, if I click on, we haven't linked this part. Okay, let's just do that as well. And let's link this part with same, the description part. So we'll go to location info. Okay, location info, this was done. Add action. And over here as well, we'll link it with the location info part. That. All right, now it should work. Slideshow was working. We can see India Gate information over here. Then now the cards will also work. You can see the information and the image as well as the name. Now let's say we go to search and type in India Gate. Both of them contain the name, so let's go with there. Information is displayed. Everything is working just fine. And over here we have added the text so that people know what is the input showing. That will be all on the application part. Hope you find it easy, but like I found it pretty much easier. Like it took like half an hour to the max to create a simple application. So it's beginner friendly. Now let's get back to the feed. All right, Harsh. Yeah, you're on mute. If you have any questions till then, like you can put it up in the chat box. We'll be looking to it. All right. So, uh, Aviral is asking like what's done in the backend, how they generated in the backend without code, what framework they use.
Yeah, I would
So,
like to answer this.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Basically, what they are doing, they have their own storage in AWS. So this is only the front end part from where we are interacting with the backend. So they have their own infrastructure in AWS that is actually doing all the backup, like backend thing.
Also, there are many like features like you can add Google Maps or like it allows us to have many indentations like app access or API keys, whichever geolocation feature. If we upgrade our plan to like something paid subscription. So if you upgrade it to a paid subscription, then you can also collaborate and work on a single project. That's one thing. And also the database thing, there are like many properties that we can add to it. Like I saw Google Maps as well somewhere, and other applications like creating another database. Adalo is one thing that is different from various no-code apps. Like it allows us to backend, while some no-code apps only allow us to do the front-end part.
Okay.
How much data we can
Pankaj
keep?
is asking about can is there any way to publish app without upgrading? I guess there is no way, but you can still share with your friends by that share button.
Yeah, you can share it. Like I can Harsh already showed you with the share button. So what you can do is you can copy the link, send it to your
Yeah,
friends
I
or
can show it
anything.
again. Like you can click on this share, and then you can share this link to your friend so that they can download your app.
I like how much data we can keep. So I haven't seen any restrictions to the like database, how much data we can keep. They allow us to put as much as we want. But yeah, it's also like if you have upgraded to a paid account or not. If you are in a free account, then it shows that how much free data you have used, and it won't allow you after a certain level. Can be downloaded in the form of ABKs. So I'm not sure if it will allow. The scan thing will work as APK. Let me see. Yeah, you can scan and install. If you, the share button has a scanning option as well of the QR code, so you can scan and then download your application.
Again, there is question what framework they use in backend. They have like their own infrastructure at AWS, and they have integrated their front end with that only. So whenever you will create an application, the instance of your application will be created in their infrastructure, and it is totally linked with the front end, so that your data is actually storing in AWS through them. No, it is not possible to edit the code of backend, but you can customize everything through the front end only.
To get the app
Yeah,
package, as in you can get the SDK or the application on your mobile physical device and also share it with your friends. App
like
package,
if he will upgrade, I guess if he will upgrade, then he can directly share that package to the Play Store.
yeah. API, you can't do it right now because since we are using a free one, it like you have to upgrade your account. Like if you try for a trial account or like go for a paid account, then you can go for geolocation. Since they are showing over here as get access to the geolocation feature. So for that, you need to start your free trial.
Also, like if you want to integrate this with your REST API, but so it is not possible to connect with your REST API. Okay, you can only integrate with this Google APIs, not with the REST or Node.js API, right?
Okay. Can we make those cool paradox effect in these? Like, I don't think so, because look, here's the thing. Like, coding is a different thing. Coding can give you quite a lot of freedom in place, like in terms of UI and UX. No code has some restrictions in matters of design and all, but yeah, you can create some different formats. I saw a like Adalo application where they had this gradient feature, like they had the multicolors on their background screen. So yeah, you can upgrade to some features, but not like all the features of the coding part.
Okay, Viral is asking,
What are your views and what type of apps you will like to make using this? Harsh, you have hanged up a little bit.
thing we are giving each and every access to that Adalo. So I think I will only use this for project only. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, like, how did you guys get connected with Adalo? Well, we go with the traditional way of coding, so we didn't do no code. So when November month was quite a Google Cloud thing of no code November, so we found out that no code November can be quite good. So we wanted to conduct this seminar for you all guys, and we also got connected with no code app development. I mean, to create some small applications if we want to do, or some prototyping we want to do, we can go with no code, since like it takes quite less time. Yeah, this is quite friendly for making prototype. Correct.
He's
Okay.
saying, yeah,
We don't have. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Thanks, Apurva. So basically, we have this database here. Actually, they have their own infrastructure deployed at Amazon Web Server, and they have connected their server with this front end so that we can directly use this service to create user, and this is connected to the AWS. We can create
Also,
our
you,
own and everything.
open up the user part. They can also see there is the
Yeah,
download option of CSV. Open the zero records. Yeah, view edit records or zero records. Yeah, you can
yeah,
see there is also import CSV and download CSV options. So like they have created quite a infrastructure for your backend. It's like their own kind of backend, not like Firebase is integrated or something. So here's the geolocation that we talked about. It's a new feature. I'm sure they will add something more to it, but they are working on it for now. Can I make its backend part like I have a Python code? I want its GUI, so I can do this with the help of Adalo or not?
no, I guess.
Not sure. I don't think so. You can do that because they have like they are a developing tool. They have quite a lot of limitations over here for now, and the backend part is like just sticking to the normal database. Like you do the Excel sheet one. In no code, it's quite like a common thing. Even in the like the app sheet one, you have it from the Excel sheet. Then you create the application. So like you don't do the Firebase integration or the Auth0 integration. It's like a simple database with the Excel sheet generated from our user inputs. So somebody's saying I'm from another college. How to fill attendance form?
Yeah,
Uh,
event team will take care of this.
yeah. Where can we find the recording? You will find it somewhere. Let's see. The event team will be responsible for it. They'll have it sent. Any particular question that we missed on? Also, you can get connected with such like our LinkedIn's were posted up. So if any issue in the app development or anything, you can go ahead and ask. Does it allow animations? No, it does not allow animations. I wanted to add animation to the onboarding screen, but no. Like I said, it's like a no code is easy to do, but not the like totally good application is making something. So if you want to do animations and all, go for the traditional way, the coding one like Kotlin or Flutter. Can I add files on it that others can download?
You can do one thing for this, keep your file in some storage and give that link to a button, so that will work.
Yeah, I think you can do that. You can do the download part. Like, let me see. I think you can do that part at least.
Is it helpful for finding internship? I guess no company is actually using this no code platform for now.
Yeah, I mean, no code is not that much of a thing. It's like a lazy way to code or something like easy way. Let's say not
Easy way,
lazy.
or for beginners, or for someone who actually
Yeah,
don't.
beginner friendly. Yeah, totally that. So it will be beginner friendly, and if you don't know how to code and like no idea what to do, so you can do that. Can I take images and PDFs from users as input? Yeah, you can. You can take images as like I added the IdeaGate part as a user. So what I did was I just created a form, then I added the image to it, and it got updated in my database. Let me see if PDF is also allowed. Add property. Yeah, you can add a PDF as well. There's a file option in the add property in the database, so you can do the PDF as well. What is the purpose for this and how will it help in future? So here's the thing, like suppose you want to work on a project which is quite something simple, but you are not able to do it, you don't have the like knowledge of how to do it with code, but you know how to do it with no code since it's just a Figma type of thing, but it creates a whole application. So you can use it for that purpose, or since like for example you're having lack of time, you can go ahead with the no code, and like that is the what else can you use it for?
Yeah, I also see one point, somebody in the chat was saying we can use this for prototyping. Yeah, exactly, we can do
Go
this.
ahead.
Like if we are creating our own design in Figma and connecting all those routes, but there is no option for data. So we can do all those stuff in this Adalo. There will be data also. So we can also like get a essence how our APK will work.
Also I saw some question like
Can we
can
embed
we
it?
embed gmaps in the app? Okay, you can do it in like this Adalo, but you have to have a paid account. But there's this app sheet or yeah, I think app sheet, so it allows you to implement gmap. App
Yeah.
sheet
So
like
perhaps it is
in the
by
no code
Google, right?
November it was shown. Yeah, you can leave if you have no doubt. Anyone else have any doubt, they can ask. Otherwise, we'll wrap up. Okay, you can put, if you're like a non-VIT student, you can do one thing. You can put your email, full name, and click on submit. You don't need to add the VIT email ID and the registration number. Yes, you can make this run on your Android phone by by clicking on share, scanning the code, and it will be installed in your application, like in your mobile phone. physical device. I will wait like 1-2 minutes more if you guys have any more questions. Okay, link for the website. Um, they will add that here. Adalo website.
Also, someone has asked, are there any other alternatives that you have used or you would recommend? Yeah, AppSet is really awesome, and it
Yeah,
is by Google, so you can surely go and look into it. And
yeah.
there,
The links have been added.
yeah,
The links that we were using for the development has been added in the chat, so you can see that. Yes, the recording will be shared. All right, let's just wait for like. What's the purpose of for the attendance? Will we get certificates? I think yes, you will get certificates. It was written over somewhere. Harsh, can you see the questions?
yeah, there is one question: how to insert a formula which takes input from user and returns the value? Example, BMI calculator. So I have this for you. Like when you go to any text and you can click on this magic and you can create your own new custom formula.
Yeah, this you can use for the calculator part.
Like if you are creating any BMI calculator or anything like that. Can I insert a video?
Let me see. Can you insert a video? Um, add property. No, certainly you can't insert a video. You can insert a image, a file, a date and time, true or false type of checkpoint questions, text field, and number field.
You
You can
can,
also associate your database with like two databases. You can associate.
like I have seen there's an option to associate a web view. So like in the web view, you can like insert any type of content, a video or anything. Will this app be safe for our friends to install the app?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be safe. It won't have any virus or any other malfunctioning. All right, 1 minute more to go. Drop in your questions and then we'll wrap up.
Does it have any recycler view like facility? No. They have given you simply lists and type of list, grid view, any type of list that you want to show. You can simply use that. Okay, so how do we deploy this app you built? So you can go here, this publish section. If you have upgraded plan, you can click on this Android app and publish it to Play Store.
And if you just want to share it with your friends and
Yeah,
family, then you can click on share. You don't have to upgrade for that. On YouTube, where link?
get to know that you have created this app using Adalo.
Let me find. Not sure about YouTube, but the video will be sent to you one way or the other way, maybe through mail or by YouTube. That will be like organized by the event team. They will look to it, but the video will be sent. All right. So yeah, it will be uploaded on the GDSC YouTube channel, so you can go check out that. It will take a few minutes to upload. All right. So we can wrap up. Does Adalo has access to our app which we have created and published app store? It doesn't have access, but of course they will have some like some banner or something like you created on. I mean, they will take credit for the platform, right? Like which platform you have used. Since you're using their platform, they will show created using Adalo or something. But yeah, they won't like have access to your application. That will be like privacy invading. All right, so we'll wrap up. Hope you had a good time and enjoyed the session, and it was useful for you all. So that will be all from our side. Thank you very much.